Welcome to a match of Starcraft 2, played by people that are way better than me. The map is the wonderful new Blackburn LE. Spawning in the bottom left, it is the hatchery, the drones. In blue, Reynor. Fancy movement, I know. And the opponent warping in the bottom right in red with the Professor Zeratool portrait, it is ShoWTimE, who already sent his probe well across the map to set up the patrol pentagon here, thus denying Reynor's drone the natural expansion. Reynor doing the smart, the common move now to just take the third. You still want to expand, unless you're, doing one of those macro 12 pool builds. Gas going up, I expect pool right away. ShoWTimE did go see that third hatch is down, and he is beginning his wall on the low ground. What kind of shenanigans will take place here? Mineral, micro, thus denying drones their fulfilling job. How rude. Both Reynor and ShoWTimE, very strong, very well-known names in the European circuit. Easily top tier, championship level. When you think of strong Zergs, you think of strong Protosses. Protoss. It's easy to say that these names would come to mind. Both macro players, they have, of course, their styles. They're not afraid to mix it up. I know Reynor loves his Zerglings. ShoWTimE loves his very defensive early play. He sets up his 3 bases, and he doesn't care what you think about it. That probe did take minerals. Reynor did send that OV in just to see. Expansion did go down. Cybercore not researching right away though, and that is typically a telltale sign of a Stargate tech choice. You delay Warpgate ever so slightly to get the gas going for that Stargate first, because you want that first air unit out as quickly as you can, really. Reynor not chasing all the way with Zerglings, thus separating himself from most of the lower metal leagues, of course. Queen out now, just a creep tumor down. Third hatch did get placed, so eventually would like to connect everything with creep. Adept scouting out the map, just taking a peek, just poking out, making sure there's nothing weird, no shenanigans afoot. Looks like we have here a polite gentleman's macro game. There's really not much to talk about right now. Oracle is the choice. Nothing came up before that. Nope. Oracle is going to be the first unit from the Stargate, along with the 2 Adepts at the front. Is there going to be a follow-up unit? He wants it. It's a Void Ray, but he can't get it because of supply right now. Zerglink going out now. Link speed just now finishing, and they are going to absolutely explode on the movement speed here. Oracle, gotta be careful with it. It's thinking about life. ShoWTimE took a lot of damage on that Oracle. Zerglings did poke up at the front, but they're not going to be able to get in. Adept holding the line, keeping the door closed. Void Ray is out now, and it's going to terrorize the Overlord. First thing, Scout attempted, but nothing really found. And then right behind that, Gateway explosion and a Twilight Council. This is a little early for just macro gateways, though. What is ShoWTimE cooking up? On the other side, of course, Reynor starting +1 melee weapons and his 4th base. At the gold, too. Very nice. A rich man. Bane Nest started also. Reynor not looking to play the just cookie cutter normal Roach Ravager. play here. And ShoWTimE's going Glaive Adepts? This could actually wind up being really good for ShoWTimE. If he gets a lot of Adepts out, and Reynor's just on a Ling Bane composition, usually you want to try and force Roaches out when you're doing a Glaive Adept push. And then you can switch into Robo for Immortals, or Stargates for Void Rays, Carriers, etc. But with Reynor going a more Ling-based composition, I'm not too sure how this will work out for everybody here. He's sending a lot of Zerglings across the map. It is spotted, and they catch 2 Adepts. That's kind of big, actually, losing the Adepts this early. And then they go to the third. A couple more Adepts are warped in. But ShoWTimE didn't want to be defending right now. He's losing more Adepts. This is going to really hurt the Glaive push. Well, not really hurt, maybe. Recalled the Oracle. Zerglings pulled back now. The third base is safe, and the Adepts are now pushing forward here. They get in the base? Well, mostly. They're almost there. Immediately gun down the Evo Chamber. Drones getting slaughtered. Queens transfuse going out to not much avail though. Adepts warp into the main base. More drones going down. 10, 11 total drones have gone down. More Queen transfuses going out. They do save the Queen. Very good. Royalty will be pleased. And meanwhile, these Adepts just denying mining now. They killed 11 drones. They're denying a lot of mining time. They did kill, I believe, 1 Queen. Are they going to get cleaned up? Yes, definitely going to get cleaned up here. Reynor starting to put drones back in gas now. Meanwhile, Zergling run by at the third, killing a few probes of his own here. 7 probes go down. And more drones. 2, really. Total damage, loss of 18 drones to 8 probes. The worker counts are surprisingly even right now, which is probably in favor of the Protoss, if I would have to wager. Zerglings rolling into the third now. Force fields go down. Great defense around the main army, but probes suffering. 7 more probes go down. Reynor biting back. Now up in workers, so looking like he's given just as much as he's taken. Worker killed, looking just about even here. Revelation is going out. More hatches being produced, including Macro Hatch. Robo follow-up for ShoWTimE now. Warp Prism going to be the first pick. Blink as a follow-up also, and Bane Speed. So Reynor is really committing to this Ling Bane style. I'm excited. I'm interested. That's an unusual choice for versus Protoss. I feel the Baneling has been hit with so many nerfs over time against non-light units, which most of Protoss is armored. A lot of Zerglings going across the map here. Stalkers might get that hatch. Not going to be able to get the third Nexus there. The hatch is going down, though. Stalkers deny the hatch. Lings might be set up for a counterattack here, but there is a stasis trap. More Stalkers warped in. Another stasis set up. I like the defensive stasis here. That's a lot of Queens. Oh my goodness. That's a book club of Queens. Beautiful force fields, though, denying Ling and Bane access. Stasis traps in the back, going to keep him safe as well. Reynor pushing in now. Bane Speed finishes up, but the force fields denying a lot of access here. ShoWTimE really putting out some strong force fields. He's just going to go home, though. Sentries are almost out of energy. Stasis trap triggered, but Lings get the counter. The flank. ShoWTimE now a little stuck here. He has to walk on to creep. Zergling's just going to pull off, though. Might be able to get some work done here. Tense moment here. Lings, Banes trying to chase this down. Few more force fields go out. They do not have much energy left, though. Stalker is going to be able to go home. Double Colossus in production. A good answer to the amount of Zerglings in play, I feel. Definitely going to force some kind of tech choice. You need Vipers, you need Roaches, or perhaps Ultras. Reynor might just go up to Hive and get Ultras, which certifiably do not care about Colossus lasers. Zero cares. He is going to Hive, so it's tough to say which he's going to go with right now. Could be Vipers, could be Ultras. Boy, Adrenal Glands is going to be really scary in this game. Upgrades are looking just about even right now. 2-0 for both players, but Reynor's about to finish armor. Lings caught by some force fields. Not fully, though. A lot of losses. A lot of dead Zerglings. Very sorry, Zerg players here. What is going to happen? Stalkers blink forward immediately, vaporizing drones. Colossus here. Yet again, just trying to deny the gold mining. A lot of Zerglings pushing for a counterattack, though. They will be able to get some damage done. Meanwhile, this hatch is absolutely going down. Or not. Maybe. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. But on the flip side, 26 probe kills. Zerglings ravaging everything over here. ShoWTimE now stepping forward onto creep. Banelings rolling in. Force field denials. Zerglings still doing some work there. They might not get that Nexus, but 38 probe kills in total. Devastating damage. Zerglings are cleaned up. ShoWTimE pulling the army back. That was devastating losses for ShoWTimE, though. That was 38 probe kills up to a total of 54. Economy now at 51 to 83 for Reynor. Definitely, I feel, is Zerg favored. More force fields going down. They get some work. Tension. Very tense moments. ShoWTimE really trying to push this base. Where is the reinforcements? Where's the warp prism, though? There's 3 Colossi here. Definitely a respectable amount. Queens putting in a lot of work, though. How many queens is it? 16 queens. Reynor, you madman. Reynor just going to abandon the hatch. ShoWTimE will be able to take that. Warping in more stalkers behind this. The warp prism did come into play, but Reynor opting instead to try and get some more damage done. No need to attack that base when there's more bases here. Recall. Main army coming home. 8 more probes do go down in the meantime, though. And the rest of the army that was left behind is getting hunted on the prowl. Can he blink? He might be able to blink. Yes, he can blink out of this and rendezvous with those Colossi. He is going to be safe. And, boy, what did I say? Ultras in production. So Reynor gonna start really trying to shut this down. ShoWTimE's composition is almost entirely Stalker Colossus here, which is not very efficient for dealing with Ultralisks. This might be one of the few times you hear me say that the Ultralisk is not an Ultra Risk. I'm just gonna let that sink in. Give that a second. I know, I'm terribly funny. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lings wrapping around the top side. Queen March. And a few Ultras are here and ready. Reynor just about maxed out. 186 total. Definitely has an army supply advantage. Ooh. Beautiful Zergling hit here. Forcing probes off the line. Stalker's going to blink forward. Shut that down. Only 2 probe losses. Oracle coming within an inch of its life. But does get the Revelation tag on those queens, causing emotional damage. They will need some therapy. Ooh. Good catch here. ShoWTimE bringing up the Colossus. He has Archons in the mix now. Definitely a bit better. He needs Immortals, though. I am very nervous about the lack of Immortals. Couple Zealots in the main. Warp Prism definitely going to distract. Oh, he does not save the Queen. So sad. Ultras come in now. How much damage will they get done? It's looking like quite a bit. Queens are here to transfuse. Archon's being caught. Zealot run by. Gonna get that hatch. Absolutely. And Zerglings wrap around the backside. Colossus are exposed. They are going down. More Queens trying to help, but the Ultra is much faster, much more hungry. Oh, can he save it? Can he save it? Zergling's gonna clean the Zealot line up. Grades 2-1 to 3-1 actually in favor of ShoWTimE right now. But the Ultras and the Queens are here. The Wombo combo. Ultras, of course, very tanky, very hungry creatures, but the Queen's able to give a nice back of support with the transfuses. Ooh, good stasis on the Zerglings there. Ultralisk does not care at all about getting stunned. I'm just watching the fight. I'm just enjoying this. Who's going to come out on top? I definitely think Reynor is looking to close the game here. He gets the Nexus, and the Queens are in a bit of a rough spot. Trapped off creep on the ramp. 2 Immortals are here now, and the Ultras are hungry. Are they hungry for Immortal shots, though? Juggling the Immortals, actually, making them live up to their name. They are truly immortal right now, and putting in a lot of work against the Ultralisks. Zerglings wrapping up top. They're going to get a lot more probes there. 21 and counting. Ultra falls. Queens left. No. Oh. Queens. The transfuses are going out, but this is a slaughter. At what cost, though? Zerglings did get that top base. Does he have Adrenal? He does have Adrenal glands. 29 more probes go down. A total of 116 probe losses. ShoWTimE now responding with an attack himself. He's down to 33 workers, about half of a mining base. It is just not enough. Going for an all-in attack here, but the Ultras looking to shut this down. Reynor taking the game. GG is called. ShoWTimE just suffering way too many probe losses over the game. Some great counterattacks, some great Zergling run-bys from Reynor, and then teching up into Ultras to really shut the main army down. A well-earned GG. If you enjoyed the game, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. Hit those fancy YouTube buttons. They should make Alarak just a little less mad.
Oh, a follower. Is that all?
Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I hope that you have a great day.